Sar'ken. Yes, Crumpet, I think you've burnt all of the marshmallows. Oh, blast! I knew putting them on my scimitar was a bad idea. Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. When last we left off, we came to this location here so that we could go into the past using this sundial and plant a tree that bears fruit only once every 10,000 years. But first, let us see what we can loot in all of these chests. There is 52 gold pieces. There is a scroll that we may end up using. There is
Fair enough.
actually a locked one. I really don't want the fire elemental to try and open it. I think we'll just let Sharwin deal with that. We don't want the chest to set on fire.
Done and done.
A potion. Not bad. Anything else that we can open while we're here? There happens to be 4 more treasure chests. This one has another potion. Always handy. What about this one? That one has 28 gold. What if it's always just actually 28 gold, or if it's just the equivalent of 28 gold? So it could be the equivalent, because this place probably has really old coinage. Well, nothing for it. Ow! Nothing for it except to walk into a trap. That says, not great. Not great. Oh well, what does the sundial do? Not a lot. Ah, we need to use something on the sundial. Yes. Use the crystal on the sundial. There we go. Into the past we go. And immediately we are under attack from Old One commanders. They're resembling the reptilian humanoids known as lizardmen. There is a cruel intelligence in their eyes of this creature, not usually seen in the species. Well, this is going to be tricky. Already a large amount of magic being used. The fire elemental is proving his worth. Proving his worth. Well, fortunately we can deal with these. At least I hope we can deal with these. We need a fair amount of experience before we get another level. There is certainly an item that we require. There is also another crystal. We need a time crystal so that we can actually get back out of here. That is something that is kind of essential. So there are... Oh, there's one treasure chest over there. There's one treasure chest, which is not bad at all. Now, I'm not going to risk there being a trap or anything, so if you want to try and unlock it... What are you trying to unlock? Is there nothing to unlock? Nope. Gold ring, though. We'll have that. Let's keep exploring. For some reason, Sharwin is... Sharwin? What? Are you trying to unlock that? Oh, you've unlocked this! Wow. Okay. Here is an unidentified ring. Not bad. Didn't expect you to unlock that one. Here is a ruby. We don't necessarily need a ruby. That was not a trap, which actually surprises me. Hello, slave worker. From the iron collar around his neck, it is obvious this man is a slave.
Hello.
Ulak sabapor. Pod hisa ul placer ferigal. I'll be going now. Jula va pequito. Rawa Asagus. We need that amulet on. That means we can actually understand what they're saying. Here we go.
Hello.
You cannot be here. If the mistresses catches an escaped slave in the golem room, they will kill us both. Who are you? I am one of the slaves the mistresses has commanded to create golems. When finished, the golems will be indestructible guardians of the vault. It is forbidden for me to have contact with the other slaves on pain of death. That is why you should not be here. I am not an escaped slave. I am a visitor from a distant future. The mistresses will not care who or what you claim to be. You are not of the creator race. They will destroy you if they catch you here. I want to ask you some questions. I can tell you what I can, but then you must go. I cannot risk you being caught in here. What can you tell me about the creator race? I can tell you only what is common knowledge. The lizard people rule the world with a terrible scaled fist. They enslave us lesser races, forcing us to serve the reptilian mistresses until our deaths. They are savage and cruel, and care nothing for those that serve them. Many slaves have perished during the building of this complex beneath the lashes of the mistresses. I am afraid that is all I know of the creator race. I am searching for one of the words of power. I am sorry, I have not heard of such a thing. But I am only a slave, born into servitude. My knowledge is limited to what the mistresses tell me. Is there anything else you wish to know? What is this place you are building? The mistresses are forcing us to build a great vault. When finished, it will be protected by magical wards of smoke, light, and sound, as well as the golem guardians I am working on. What can you tell me about these golem guardians? You seem very willing to talk, now that I am actually talking to you. When complete, the vault will be protected by 3 indestructible golems, immune to all physical and magical attacks. My task is to complete the creation of one of these golems. Is there any way I could convince you to not finish building the golem? If I do not complete the golem, the mistresses will torture me until I beg for death, and then they will grant it to me in gruesome fashion. I could free you from your enslavement. Where would I go? The lizard people rule the entire world. I would be a fugitive forever on the run, knowing a horrible fate awaits me if I am captured. I am a high-ranking, privileged slave. I am given private quarters and bountiful food. I am allowed to choose a mate, and am rarely beaten. Your offer is nothing to me. Please, if you help, it will strike a great blow against the tyranny of the creator race that has enslaved you. There is something strange about you. You seem more than an escaped slave. Perhaps you speak the truth. If I aid you, I am taking a terrible risk, but it would be worth it if you could truly strike a blow against the mistresses. Well, we won't be striking one right now, but we will be striking one later. Say 10,000 years later. Is that good enough? Suitable time scale for your vengeance? If I do not build the golem, the masters will know I have aided you. But it might be possible for me to construct the golem with a single subtle flaw that they will not detect. This will give the golem one fatal vulnerability. I can only introduce one flaw. Any more and the mistresses would surely notice. Should I make the golem vulnerable to fire, cold, blunt weapons, or slashing and piercing weapons? We have more slashing and piercing weapons. Slashing and piercing weapons. I shall do as you asked. However, my change will only affect the golem I am working on. There are other golems, but you would have to speak to the slave building them, or they will be invulnerable. Now please go before the mistresses see you here. Very well. Speaking of them, one of them is right here. Can they actually reach me? Can they actually reach me? Here is the riddle of light. Ow. Well, we summoned a dire spider here. Or rather, they summoned a dire spider. Where is... There he is! Hello, old one shaman. You have no descriptive text. What are you going after? An old one evoker. No, change your target, please. We want to go after these ones. Here's an old one warrior. You also have no descriptive text. We just got to deal with all... Whoa, that's a lot of damage and spells there. Fortunately, Crumpet is useful regardless of how far in the past. Also, those fire spells are not going to do anything. Not against the fire elemental. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Well, here's a pool of primary colours and secondary colours. Oh, and loot! Temple defences. This note appears to be instructions. Ooh. As a keeper of the sacred artifacts, you must understand the secrets of our inner sanctum. Only the rituals of smoke, light, and sound will unbind the door. There is no other way to enter its hallowed halls. Once the slaves have finished building your golems, our defences will be fully intact. The enslaved fairy will guide you through the ritual of sound, for she is bound to the magic of the gongs. Okay. So, fairy and gongs. To be the ritual smoke, you must cast the blessed powders on the sacred brazier, so that their combinations match the descending order of the stones. The ritual of light can only be repeated using the stones drawn from the holy pool in the centre of the pillars. Begin by choosing any two of the single stones set in the primary colour pools. So single stones and primary. The secondary pool must then be filled with the twin gems that match the corresponding colour that would be created. So twin gems colour would be created. You may keep this letter for a fortnight, and then you will be tested on what you have learned. Master the secrets of the rituals and the Queen will be pleased. Ah, well, it's nice to know that the options are, hey, do what you do or die. Learn what you can or die. This guy did not learn. Is it the exact same thing? Yup. This pool looks as if it is being prepared for some sort of magic. Strange runes have been... Okay, so these things haven't actually been yet done, have they? They're not actually finished. The riddles have not yet been set, but they will be set. And when they are set, we're going to have to be... Were there any, like, chests or loot in here that I really should be looking for? I get the feeling like I've missed something. Well, there's a chest over there I've completely missed. Let's go here. Oh, I didn't miss it. It was just empty. What about this one? Did I forget to open this one? But I did forget to open those ones in here. Aha! Additional searching has yielded loot that, I really cannot open. There we go. Charon can open it, though. Crumpet is stuck. Therefore, he will not be able to assist. Excellent. Awesome loot. A gem. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright. Oh, we also got a, ooh, another amulet. Is that a translation amulet? Oh, there's more chests, by the way.
Fair enough.
We, need to open these. We need all the loot we can get. We're making up for lost loot.
Done and done.
Basically, we're making up for buying that amazing ring that is basically amazing. Some adamantite wouldn't go amiss right now. I'd love to get some adamantite and get a huge amount of awesome weaponry. Also, here is a spinning top. This is a child's toy top. I get the feeling we either need that for a quest, or we need it for some other purpose, like a henchman quest, maybe? I know we need one particular item for Sharwin's henchman quest for Chapter 3. Also, here is an old wizard.
To whatever gods you
Well, we'll deal with the wizard quickly. We really don't want the wizard to get stuff. I mean, nothing, like, no one gains if the wizard takes power, after all. I wonder if anyone is going to figure out where that was from. I don't know why that appeared in my head. Let's have a look. Oh, it's another Old Commander. They're not that tough. They're not that tough at all. Here is the... Oh, we need to go down here, don't we? We need to go down there so that we can gain the... We can plant the actual seed. We need to plant the seed. Also, here is some remains. Ooh, another translation amulet. We're definitely going to need these translation amulets equipped at all times. Also, I pretty much doubt the door that we would use to get out of here is going to be open. Pretty sure that one's going to remain locked, and...
Sorry.
Yeah, we cannot leave, because we really don't want to leave into the outside world of the past. It sounds like a horrible place. It sounds very nasty, where the creator race rules with an iron fist and is generally Oh, hello, Old One Commander!
Whatever gods you worship.
I'm gonna back out here. Yep, and for some reason the fire elemental could just flank, which is good. Fire elemental's actually pretty useful. I'm sorry for doubting you, fire elemental. You're pretty awesome. Also, you need healing. Have some healing. Very useful. Also, you're really good for, you know, preparing the rations and keeping us warm. Also, a lot of translation amulets. Very handy. Let us go up here into the garden. Morag is here. Oh. Hello, Morag. Hello. What manner of slave are you that does not cast down his eyes in my presence? I could have you flayed for this. Do you not recognize me? I am Morag, first daughter of the queen and heir to a throne. How dare you approach me? I meant no offense, mistress. I bow to no one. I am no slave. Your mistress should have you remove your tongue for such defiance. But wait. There is something strange about you, creature. Where is your colors? Why is your forehead not branded with the mark of the house you serve? Your clothes and appearance are unknown to me. You are no slave. Who are you, creature? I am sar'ken Smith. I have come from the far future. Of course, the time sink. This is not the world you know, creature. The secrets of the creator race are not yours for the taking. Guards, slay this creature. It must not escape back to its own time. We are apparently mammal scum. Bad news! You really should have tried to fight me yourself. This is a poor plan of yours. Well, the wizard might survive. Oh, wow. That was unexpected. Ow, fire! Wizards are proving to be a slight challenge.
Pray to whatever gods you worship.
Come on, this one needs to die. Oh, no, the wizard's dead. Never mind. Wizard is gone. Ow, this commander's proving to be problematic. No, Crumpet! You must live! Crumpet! Aha! You survived. Also, there is practically nothing to loot here. Oh, there's some remains, though. Another translation amulet. And another We could literally just use the sundial to go back in time, get translation amulets. We have about 70 of them now. That is, like, ridiculously powerful. Here is an amulet that basically has tongues cast on it at will, and tongues is quite a good spell. Also, let's do what we were sent here to do. The ground beneath this rune is soft and easy for digging. Plant the Ultarg seeds. The seeds of the rare Ultarg tree have been planted. Now only time will tell whether they can take root in this inhospitable dungeon to grow into the fabled Ultarg tree. Do you know what? I think it's gonna manage it, purely because that's what the plot dictates. The plot dictates that this will be able to take root, therefore it should have no problem taking root whatsoever. Not at all. Ow! That hurt. Hello, Crumpet. We'll have to resummon the fire elemental, I think. Have to resummon it, but it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it did really well. Fire elemental did a fantastic job. Also, here's a belt, and here's a trap that we're just going to leave, because we... Actually, can we rest here? We can rest here! Mustn't be any threat here at all. There'll probably be somebody else working on one of the golems here. If we give them all the vulnerability to slashing and piercing weapons, I should be able to defeat them. Because I, after all, use a slashing weapon. You'd think that they'd notice such an obvious weakness, but apparently not. What about here? Oh, what's this? A silver necklace. That seems remarkably suspicious. What is in here? Ah, a slave worker. And nobody around. Nobody around at all. Well, let's start looking for everything. A ring of crimson, which is really not a very good...
Fair enough.
No. Stop. You're not allowed to open it. Only Sharwin is allowed to open it. Only she actually has hands that can actually manipulate the lock and aren't made of fire. Big caveat there. If it was a fire-resistant chest, you'd be more than welcome to smash it open. Let's talk to you.
Well met.
Ah, this is pretty much the same conversation. Let's ask the same questions. What's this place you're building? Guardian golems. Convince you I could free you from your enslavement. No. Please help me. And slashing and piercing weapons. Thank you very much. And while we're here, we shall save outside the riddle of sound that has not yet been made but will be. And we shall return back into this place in the far future, carrying a head that will not be severed from a body for 10,000 years. Long time. So I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.